Let me just play from here. If I can play from here, I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me, I'm still fidgeting around. Yeah. Hello, kuli nyimbo. Kuli nyimbo na ashifume nyimbo sha campaign. My goodness. I can't even see. Singa imechagoya mwachi kwa yoyo. Singai mechagoya mwachi kwa. Singai mechagoya. There are so many songs. Kuno mwaka kuri nyimbo shakwa isha campaign.
Oh na 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 na. Yeah. Una mwaka nipa kwanja ba people. Tina kwanza kwenda New Year. Kaikala sana kwa tini timbwina.
Unachuru. Unachuru, ndifua rumbi.
Kumano mufimo. Young Seven. Yeah. When drop get up. A little bit in this shit suits you. Mama. Oh, Jazzy.
Nyimbo shimo.
Wanna buzz.
Yeah. Fresh.
Yeah. Oh, Jazzy.
Kutna tulika ama tu. Oh gosh, please. Some of these songs. Gosh. What are you singing? Oh man. Uchushinabo. Uchushinabo wubisa. You know, people try everything that they can. You know? Hey. There's a song I like. Somebody sent it to me, but then I can't find it. What am I doing? Let me go live on TikTok. I'm not live on TikTok. I'm not live on TikTok. Congratulations to the new ministers. Congratulations to the new ministers and congratulations to President Hakainde Hichilema for the appointments. You know, those are well thought through appointments. I hope President Hichilema will, you know, will be like this even in the next government. You know, well thought through appointments, because my appointments here this year, 2021. My appointments here. Some of these people some of these people, and we hope they will not come back. What am I saying? What am I doing? You know, usually when I'm starting, my brain is a little bit slow, so I fidget around mpaka brain ya wekedamu. Like I always say, ni kumacha kuno. So what are we talking about? I'm basically talking about what we're talking about. So what am I going to say? I'm going to say UPND convention and Munir Zulu ndekulanda pomwaiche ne ego ndekulanda pomwaiche ndekulanda po Munir Zulu ndekulanda po iwe matifofo twawa ifo nitwawa public lawyer tulandira kwa abantu abastate bailandire turabalandirako nchito naingira ine nine bu public lawyer. I talk about issues that others fear to talk about, and I speak for those that cannot respond for themselves. Those prison warders, they are civil servants. They are not politicians. Yeah, therefore kukulika kantwan kanak tukulike kwaka because ifoni ala chitantwan kana ilefo iko kushima kabeva limwacho likwisa kachea isakuno mwaiche lero ndefo tambe ko isakuno mwaiche nkufunda ma politics kachea ufuire isakuno kaba mu class kala kamwaiche kati kaba mu class yanti some of these to my politicians, they are in my class. They are learning politics. So I do understand them. Akamwa ichaka na kokala kaka. Akakamwa ichaka kalaka. Mwakamona. Kalaka akamwa ichaka ero kalisa ikatira kali katentemba kalisanga fe nishi aka kofi. Amwa icho reisa bwino yo mwa ichelo. Ureisa bwino sana akakamwa ichaka. She's coming very well. She's coming very well. If you have more politics, wafwaya ka position kove. Wafwaya. Not to uremba kulini. But Tayali, give me connection. Give me connection. This young lady just chose a path which inevitably has been recognized. Not at you. But Tayali, mpangire nama connection. Tefo igomba. So akamwa chaka, you are doing very well. You are doing very well. Ngana isa Mzambia mwache tukamona na febwino. Tukamona na febwino. Kutika kupela kwa number 4 aka. Kutika kupela kwa number 4. She's doing very well. Ukuto okay, apa TikTok number to the live, Facebook to the live. Now let's go live on YouTube. Alamwe want to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Even if tamtamba pa YouTube, just go and open my profile and subscribe. I want numbers there. I want numbers ku TikTok na fipena. Ku TikTok to panga ko kangwe. Nomba TikTok na ipena. Na ipena TikTok takuli kupanga kangwe nomba fila to panga. Kangwe ka ku TikTok na kaya na wale Zula. They have cut. You know, we used to make a little bit of money. I used to make a little bit of money from TikTok. But since TikTok was bought by the Americans, things have changed. You know, things have changed. Twala chula. Ngani zimba katusho fwala ikala. Pantu zimba lila TikTok. Zimba. Ule, how are you doing TikTok? Pantu ne kuno muntu wandi. Na ile zura TikTok not live ni pa YouTube number. So trefa pa YouTube number, YouTube iliko bwino. So na papata mule chitantu can go and subscribe on my TikTok, on my YouTube channel. I want to reach 5,000. Imagine I haven't even reached 5,000 subscribers. I want to reach 5,000 so that I can start making a little bit of kangwe. Please go and subscribe by YouTube. And no kunta nshituleyoku, you never know. So by YouTube tule nemba ti UPND intra if indira ndapef intra-party elections and Zulu. Promoter kwa kisha ndiye promoter. Munir Zulu's runs Oni prison wardens. Yeah. Photo ala pa YouTube. So YouTube, we're about to go live. YouTube. Yes. And there we go. YouTube. 3, 2, 1. We are live on YouTube. So I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on Facebook. Now, before I start talking, allow me just to make a cup of tea. I'm just here. That's why I wanted to play that song. No nyimbo sha UPND shija. Apande panga kufika tea. Kuna waka tulewina. Where's my tea? Where's tea? There we are. There we are. We have the tea here. A bit of lemon will help. Bit of lemon. Unomwaka tulewina. Inshallah, I'm not a bitter guy. But I hate people who lie. Inengole fa tinkusule vepo bufi. Kuti wantu kana, I've got no issue. Kuti wantu kana shanshani. But ubufi nalipata wantu babufi. Nalipata wantu babufi. Ngawambe pesho bufi so ndasula, you know. So ututuma nyimbo tu like padi ba ututuma nyimbo bale imba isha campaign ishi. I would not play certain people's songs because nalipata abantu babufi. Ngole kwa tobu viso ndasula. Like some of you people, I don't know ngachimikola shani from nowhere. Want to me na phone. No, I want to send you some money, whatever. Waikala tondolo. Padi balaba mu bagayi balaba itati ni $100. Umwaka umuka tushinga mwaka nshuyo. Badi mpele $100 ni kale muzambi. But bayikalira fye nga batuma Daddy, I want to send you $100. 100 tabatuma. Na banani kana watu banani hapo. Aba bagayi bayumfo ba some of us. Baradi mwetu nabo. Bamwe abantu abo. That's why haka inde ichirema some of these people. I think he knows them better. He knows them better. Because Radi na yena, that is another character. You know, guys who just lie, willy-nilly, unnecessarily levepa. It's immaturity. It's immaturity. It's immaturity. Partner wambia wa mdana wa anyway. Yeah, I want to have. I don't know. Why you want to come and excite me? Ure tuma tauko etoru pia ambo kutuma. No. I'll send you man. Inena ambo kola chitekera ti ala tuma. Ero tautumi. Fiabu puwa fila. Mule kokuntumi na mafoni ukumbe po kwati nebo gero. Mwanfu. Mule kokuntumi na mafoni ukumbe po ala mule ke fiabu puwoko. Why do you want to pretend to be big guys to me? I don't come to you to say, hey, please send me money. I don't do that. Na alikuwa tobo owo ndomba kurupia. Not imubaka pususu imwe. So from nowhere yanga waikuta waikute fiwaya. You come wambo kuntumina ma messages. No, I'll send you. Rota utumi. Fiabu puwa muleke. Stop that nonsense. I don't ask for your money. So not sure about mule some pirikiti. I'll send you. Fuseki, muleke. Tala, shirari uko, kavieni uko. If I can't date them at my big positions because I remember you are immature. Allah. Then others you like to my high. Hi, Mr. Tayali. I don't want your greetings. Let's be realistic, Vane. Let's be realistic. I'm not going to sit and be responding, Kuma, hi, Mr. Tayali. Let's be realistic. What is hi, Mr. Tayali? How are you, Mr. Tayali? For what? Inenjikala pa social media. Now, even if I've got a toothache, I'll come per social media. I'm not okay. So why are you sending me to my text message? How are you, Mr. Tayali? I hate it because I pay attention. I pay attention to when people send me messages. I want to respond to all the messages. So I get frustrated when I've got a long list of messages to respond to look at. And then in days, hi, Mr. Tayali. How are you, Mr. Tayali? You waste my time. If you have got an issue, if you want to send me, now you have my number. You want to interact with me. Be very specific. What is it that you want? You go ahead, yes. Hello, Mr. Tayali. I've got this issue, blah, 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 blah. I'll respond to you. I take my time to respond to messages, but I hate, hi, Mr. Tayali. I am not interested. If you are interacting with me, go ahead straight. Give me your issue. Give me a brief introduction. And if at all, I think that whatever issue you have raised, need me to call you or you to call me, I'll let you know. Please call me. Don't call my messages. Hey, give me your WhatsApp number. No, I don't give. I will not give you your WhatsApp number. You already have a contact. Straight away, give me a brief issue. That's why you accuse some of these public figures that they don't respond because you expect them to you chat with them like you're chatting with your girlfriend or boyfriend. You want to send a message, hi, how are you, sir? And you want them to come back to you. Yes, I'm fine. How are you? No, how is your family? Nonsense. If you want to interact with somebody in public, somebody who is busy, especially with so many people coming in, state your issue immediately. So that if they look at the issue, if it is an issue that they can deal with, they will call you back or they will text you. Not I'm a hi. It's useless. Stop sending me hi. Stop greeting me. I don't want your greetings. I don't want. You can call it pride or whatever, but me, I'm realistic. Me, I'm not going to be that leader who are going to nde chita massage abantu. Like whatever guy that how are you going to be a president if you are choosing? Me, I don't massage people. I'm not going to be politically corrupted. No, because so you must no. I will not put up with nonsense. That is how I'm going to sell myself. I'll sell myself as a realistic guy. If you text me, make sure you go on, give whatever your point, and then I will respond. So far, I was just responding to a few people that he sent me to my messages. I respond, you know, not hi. I hate highs. I hate highs. I hate hi. I hate how are you. I hate them. Send me your WhatsApp number. WhatsApp number. Now you're already talking to me. Tell me what is your issue. If we need to talk on TikTok, then I'll talk to you. I'm ready. Call me tomorrow morning. You see? Oh, this one. I was just responding. Call me tomorrow morning. Mr. President, that one is also good. Charila. I just don't open in motion shishi. First, canonayo mfanemu in a public kumbari. Atishani, it is around that much. What are you talking about? 20,000? No. $20,000, not 20,000. Somebody is asking at Mshemula pokera kwen Kongole. Ndapokera in Kongole, but in Kongole show. Pakwa tinkupokere. Ntampo kukuliosho muntu. It must be more than $20,000 actually. Not 20,000 kwacha. Ine ntampo kula lakano muntu pai 20,000 kwacha wakongo show muntu. Ati mpokere niko 20,000 kwacha. 20,000 kwacha ntampo kula lakano muntu. Kanonga, if it is more than $20,000, kutina yivimba mwe, because ninjishwa $20,000 ngana lakana ulio muntu namu dioliosha. At least at the end of the day, you know, ngana senda ka 10% kala kwata kumutika. Number 20,000 kwacha, ntampo kula lakana ntoa nikani na minister yo kwatile nkongole. Minister na kwatile nkongole 20,000 kwacha. Ero ine ntampo kumudioliosha, ntampo kula kana 20,000 na minister yo. Ero enanikani 10% of 20,000 kwacha ni 2 pin. 2 pin, ntampilo kula kila pona minister. Una iwe. Yo minister yo mfirefe na mtumina faba honorable. Mtumina niko 20 pin. Because that minister, he said yakula lakana nkopa kumpokela 20 pin. I would rather call him antumina ko 20 pin. You see? So in Congole mpoka pali 20 pin. More than 20 pin. Actually, now listen than a voice note. I don't like sending. No, I mean $20,000, not 20,000 kwacha. It's too little money. I cannot engage in that. You know. So, Mamon, nda sukama messages. So when there is an issue, text me. I will text me and give a brief issue, not to clutch that high. Then the other issue is, you know, so many people are busy texting me to my messages, asking for help, asking for capital, asking for amarentals, whatever. I am not in a position to help anyone financially. Now in a panondi, I'm just being helped financially. So I'm not in a position to help anyone. Tetualo mbolu pio kuwakupera na yo tampo kula furesha. I mean, kanonga shafula. Nomba tashifula. So apanimpia. That's why in Thailand, I'm even getting upset with some of these people. Notuma phone, notuma messages that vala tomorrow pia, and then tabatumina. It's because I'm broke. So, but in short, I am not able to help financially. Don't waste your time asking me for financial help. I mean, how can I help you? Ninde refugee. Na inebale njafu wakofi. Mwimona kunonjikera chiyo pantu tayari aikala kule kufyarwa and whatever nshibomba kuno nshibomba my conditions it does not allow me to work here. They don't allow me to work. That's why waaka inde ichilema ngatawa mpere nchito after my elections nishi nkapora kofe nkafumako nkachinja afya magias kuchinja ma visa nomba nishikuya kokumbi kwa wati tuambo kulalo tuamkula bomba munanikane mu warehouse tukale imyako efiboko otherwise I can't give any financial help. Having said that, I want to discuss you know, the issue of UPND intra-party nimbona bambi mulesa waira UPND, they should, hakainde ichinema zitenya has expired, it expired in February. What? Then I want to talk about the issue of Munir Zulu, what he was saying yesterday. Now, I don't know, which one should I start with? UPND convention or Munir Zulu's rants? Yeah. Manakia is the one that provides for you. I'm telling you, Abomanakia Mulera Ndapuava. Kandendra Muchivemba. Alale afwa. Mama. Sana fie. Sana kwa na vechinga. Kumia kwa vechinga. Yeah. Hey. Ale afwa. Hey. Ale afwa mukashana. Ale afwa. Bad kind. Oh, ntampelera kwa Munir. Okay. Let me start with Munir Zulu. So, ilili ashira kwa Munir Zulu. First of all, Munir Zulu, he is a friend. He is a brother. We have known each other for some time. Munir Zulu, we have interacted on a number of issues. Munir Zulu has, has been to my house. Munir Zulu, no kundisha mwalindishamu. No kundisha mwalindishamu Munir Zulu. We have exchanged tuma favors with Munir Zulu. We have exchanged tuma favors with Munir Zulu. But the issue is that, I mean, yes, when you are a friend, there are certain issues that I will call you and discuss with you, kumbari and whatever. But there are certain issues that I need to come out here in public. Because it is not just your interest. I don't just look at the interest of my friends. I also look at the interest of other people that I may not have some direct benefit from. Mamfwa, Munkonke wino. Munir Zulu is a friend of mine. Munir Zulu is a brother to me. But there are certain issues. There are certain issues that I will call you and discuss with you. Okay? I'll tell you to say, I not whatever. There are a number of people that I call. I call them and I engage them on whatever issue. But then there are certain issues that require that I come out and speak in public. Especially if the issues that you have raised them in public and you have put other people in an awkward position. Or more importantly, if you have put our country in a difficult position. If you have put our country in a difficult position, I have to come out and defend my country. I have to come out and defend my country. So, Mungu mfuikisha wino and follow me well. Yes, some of you know you are my friend. Whatever, you shouldn't talk in public. No, it's true. But you have to realize that there are certain issues that are beyond our relationship. Even if it involves my own child, there will be certain issues, even if it involves my brother or my relative, if the issues are bordering on national interest, patriotism, I will go for patriotism. But I will protect the country first. I will protect the country first. I will not let you dent our country image in the name of our relationship, because some of these issues are bigger than our relationship. I hope you understand, and I'm saying this to everybody. Those of you who say, no, he's my friend, no, you have to understand that there are times that I have to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture. Yes, I've got a relationship with this guy. But this issue, it is about our nation. It involves a lot of other people in our country. So I will not, just leave it. I will not, because national matters, they are beyond personal interests and personal benefits. National matters. So, kwa diwa ma issues about nanguampero rupia na alaku kanina, I will go for what is good for our country. The other issue is also when you are being unjust to other people, people that cannot defend themselves. People that cannot defend themselves. I will not allow you mess up people because you are my friend. You go for social media, and not because I'm your friend, then I will not talk about it because I'm your friend. No. No. I need to consider those other people. I need to consider them. What about those people that you have lied against? I have to come and defend them. I have to come and defend them. And this is the issue of Munir Zulu. Munir Zulu, I can tell you, Munir Zulu, of what he was talking about, half of it fiabufi. Yes, if some of these, what he said, some of the things what he said were true, but some issues he was just lying. And this is the problem that I have with some of these people that don't just like to say the truth. They like to lie. Now, before we go to that, let's discuss who is a prisoner. Who is a prisoner? But before I even talk about who is a prisoner, I know some of you are saying, hey, but you have run away. Let me tell you. I have not run away from going to prison. It is being cheap for you to think that Tayali has run away from going to prison. It's being cheap. It's being cheap. It's being cheap. It's being down. Hey, it's being down. You can't think beyond. You can't think deep. That you would think a guy like me would be scared to go to prison. How many times have I been arrested? How many times? How many times? If you count how many times I've been arrested and the number of days that I've spent in incarceration, you might find that I've served the sentence. I've served the sentence. And not even one day did you see me vanjikatanaingira mchifungo mwangu ati tayari nalwala fileyo bashontembo bali koso okusabayira kukunse balasabayira nga babekata ukonishi balwala. Most of these politicians, they speak, very brave, very brave. Nga babengisha mukunanikani munga babengisha mukali ati nishi balwala. But you never, not even vakapokola. Tapali kapokola kamyewo kwa ati tayari yo shanshani alitamko kututuma ale tina jere nchitina chipo jere nchitina po jele jele nchitina. But kukwata mano wisdom by the fact that you can go to jail and you can withstand the pressures of jail. You can forbear the harsh life in jail. It doesn't mean that you should go there anytime the police say go, or anytime anyone says go to prison and you should go. No, that is being irresponsible. By the fact that I can go in jail and survive there, it is stupid of me to go to volunteer myself going to jail. That is nonsense. That is being stupid. I cannot volunteer. I should not be volunteering myself to go to prison just because I can be in prison. You have to remember that I am a husband. I've got a wife. I've got children. I've got my mother. So, I have to be responsible. And I've got a future. I have to be responsible. When an issue comes, I should not just to say, Jerry, I can manage. Then I go to jail. What happens with my wife? What happens to my wife? What happens to my children? You see? So you need to consider. So pondeira ku Jerry. Yes, if I've broken the law, I've broken the law. Then I can go to jail. But if I have not, really, I'm convinced that I've not done, there is no crime that I've committed, I shouldn't volunteer myself to go to jail. To volunteer yourself to go to jail so that you show that you are courageous. That is nonsense. And I am not I'm not that foolish that will volunteer myself to simply walk in jail simply because I want to prove to some idiots that no, I am a brave guy. I'm not a coward. No. They won't be you. I'm responsible. I'm responsible. And then number 2, when people are scheming things against you, you must fight. You must find a way of fighting. You must find a way of fighting. You must find a way of fighting. Hey. But you must find a way of, fighting and being free when they really want you in prison. But they find that no, you can't be in prison after all. You can't be in prison. Some of these things you should understand because, by UPND, so you should I am also mocking them. Yeah. But the issue is that aba novenga baletea chase. Aba novenga baletea chase. Now what we do what they chase. Aba novenga baletea chase. Pala if you baletea chase. Now what we do what they chase. Hey, you feel what they chase. It's not everyone that can manage. There is courage in leaving a country. Leaving a country. Eluding wakapokola wale kufuaya. Mpaka kiti waisanga na kuno waikala wakwata na immunity kuno tepa nono tepa nono yu uleangara pandi kuno na alikwata immunity kuno leka nkwewe na alikwata immunity tetumwisha munji miafe kiti 30 and for you to reach that point where you become an interest. You become an interest of a state. You become an interest of international organization. You have where you have an interest whereby wakuvikira makameras, mwaliba makameras, vashinguru kama cameras. Whereby wakwata guard panshipadia, para panshipadia, naikala pamuru panshipadia. Ino flow naikarapo. Tetuise pofye pano pa flow naikara tete. Pako atuise ofike pano ponti. Ka security kali bali fianta. Umwana wandi naisha atampe skulu. Taya afi pa skulu ya kwa watu kwa kurikuti. Nothing. Na additional one, I don't know, I'm put my daughter's come, whatever, she needs to go to school. They had to look to screen which school. Okwaya, best school one one day protected. Mwana ndeja motoka from what? Mwana ulenjisha motoka hivi. It is clear that they have said no because you have to take your child to school. Because you have to take your child to school. Bali kwata bus. There is a bus that takes children kumaya and whatever. It's an international school. There is a bus that takes children to school. For my daughter, they said no, you can't be the whatever. You have to go and pick. Pakuya musenda kia wandumfira na saino kwati. Nine wafena bani na wenga musenda chapi. Now, to achieve that, if you think that is easy, if you think I'm a small boy, if you think what I've achieved, what I've done, how I've secured myself up to this point, if you think that is cheap, if you think that is cowardice, then you are a fool. It's not me, it's you. It's you who is a fool. It's you who is a fool. Ine kuna nchura kofe no kudia natumituma bills shan tatakwa ba allowance yati uleshitati but certain issues they are covered. Immediately I came, when I was just given asylum, I was even given a driver. I was given a vehicle and a driver. The only thing that I didn't like was the issue that ngole fuma polionse ufire walemba driver ufire alembo ko muleya shan ko muleya. No man ngolefo okuya mukulunga na driver lemba fona ishire ibwera mufena tano I'm okay nakulaikala but ili mwana aisa kiaisa atampe skulu bebere techule mubiko mwana public ntwanika we have to work out something kirikiti no mbana mumona ndetekenya nokutekenya. If you think that is easy to achieve, yeah, then you are a fool. So, a time will come when you spend the rest of your time in prison. No problem. There will be a time. At that time is okay. Because, apanomba, I have secured, my children are okay. My children are okay. My wife is with me. Whatever. So, it is not a loss. It is not a loss. It was not a bad idea. It was a good idea that I left the country. And because really, I've been exposed. I've shown and I've registered my name among, those that at least I can say, naine ndi muntu kuna naikala ndi muntu wandi ndi muntu. Patali. The other point is also that, ngamwapusana no muntu. If you differ with your friend, let's say, walia gero wa mnove, walia gero wa mnove, ulia guy afurwa. How can you hammer my girlfriend? Or how can you hammer my wife? The guy is upset. When he's upset and he's looking for you with a gun, it will be stupid of you to say, karate, taekwondo, let him come. No, you are being stupid. Run away. Create some space. Let him cool down. Don't, continue confronting umuntu ufulilwe. A person who is upset against you. Don't confront them. Allow some space. Let them cool down and then engage them. This is what I've also done with the UPND. At that point, when I left the country, it was, things were boiling. Let's get him. If I had stayed, I don't know what they would have done. Maybe it wouldn't have just ended in me being in prison. Maybe it would have ended into something else. You need to assess the situation. Don't just stand there. No, because me, whatever, let them come. Sometimes run away and allow time. With time, imitimanga shaikala, you can engage people and they will see, after all, is not a bad guy. After all, we can resolve these issues. Allow time. So whenever there is a conflict, don't think that you can resolve issues by, confronting the issue head on, fighting. Sometimes take a few steps backwards. Sometimes humble yourself, swallow your pride. Sometimes, even prostrate before others. Allow time. This is an important character that everyone should have, even in your relationship between your wife and your husband. If things are boiling, that is not a time for you to escalate it. Hey, let's talk. Parastefira msangati mwa ipaya. Parastefira msangati bakutobe mpoto. Parastefira msangati bakuchitefiri fiance. So ngawamone fintuna fi pasana ama tempers na ema sana. Their emotions withdraw. Ichefye first, ichefye. Not to kirikiti. At the end of the day, fiala vipa. This is what I've done with UPND. The moment I was leaving Zambia, things were really bad. I know even some of you today who are supporting me, even some of you were praying that I'm arrested. You are praying that the worst happens to me. Some of you who are on social media. But by the fact that I left Zambia and I am here, over time, some of you have even turned around. You are even helping me. You are even speaking for me. Some of you. What has changed? What has changed is because I allowed time. Not to let her confront. Chimochine na pali Munir. Munir Zulu. his attitude, the way he takes things is juvenile, it's immature. It's immature, where you think you are a mighty guy. You are a mighty guy. Eh? In spite of your small body, you feel like in a way you are a big guy. Eh? You are a big guy. That kind of attitude, things may not end up well with you. Things may not end up well. Eh? Things may not end up well sometimes. Some of these things, There are times when you need to humble yourself. There are times when you need to humble yourself. And this is the issue here kwa Munir Zulu. You see, Munir Zulu was convicted and he went to prison. When Munir Zulu was convicted to go to prison, when you go to prison, you are a nobody. You are a nobody. You are nothing. You are nothing. You have got no right. A prisoner has no right. But you go and watch Munir Zulu's interview yesterday. He was talking, like he has a right. He's somebody. He's somebody. He's somebody. Munir Zulu, when you are in prison, you are nobody. You are nobody. You are nobody. You are not special. You are not special. The moment you start claiming for certain privileges, which you don't deserve, problem starts from there. Problem starts from there. He talks to say, no, I was at Lusaka Correction Service, Lusaka Correction, whatever, prison. Yeah. And there, we were sleeping like this, noisy, I couldn't read, my lawyer, whatever. Who the fuck are you? Eh? Who are you? Who are you? What is so special about you? What is so special about you? That itself is a problem. Eh? He's talking, feeling entitled, like he is a son, he's a prince who is in prison. Even a prince, when you go to prison, you are nothing. You are nothing. You need to humble yourself. So you cannot go in prison and start making demands. Who the F are you? Who are you? Who are you? Eh? Respect yourself. Chilufya. And I'm not speaking like this, like I've never been to prison. Like I've told you, I've been to prison. And even jingira prison in Ilionsi. You will not hear wakapokola whatever tio Tayali shan. No, ndai Chilufya. Even in prison, na lingire mchenkane. I've been to Muchimboka idamu. I've been there. I've been Muchimboka ida. I've been in Kunankane. Achani that remand prison. You go there. You have to respect the captain. Muma sales fenga waingira muma sales. Mula captain. You don't go in there. I'm Chilufya Tayali. I'm Munir Zulu. You respect yourself. Why Chilufya? Captain wa sales ufile wa muchindika muma sales. Because some of you mula na attitude waingira muma sales ule yumfwa. Wakuita wakapokola wambokula ndefisungu. My lawyer. And some of you you have a lawyer like Makebi Zulu. Another pompous guy, another maglomaniac guy. You really think that Katwish kapokola te wakutarikana nankwe. Kapokola kumkwatiro mchinshi. Enchito yakwe nangu amone keshani nangu takwe tentepe nangu ni gelo kumuchindika. Don't argue with the wakapokola. Wakapokola te wakula ndakwe fisungu. Efe mwasa mbirile katushinga nikuna nikani kunipa. Ngani kuna nikani kuiva linhoni. Ngani kuunza. Ngawa kuli wakapokola ichefye. Don't go kuli wakapokola and trying to make yourself like you are more intelligent than him. You are more educated than him. You know more than him. Even if you are a lawyer, respect yourself before a police officer when you have got an issue. Because when a police is dealing with you, it doesn't matter whether you are whether you are a lawyer, whether you are what. When the police is dealing with you, just know that he has got powers to deal with you. Otherwise, he will not even summon you. If a police officer doesn't have powers to deal with you, he will not question you. The moment you see a police officer questioning you, it doesn't matter who you are. Just know he has got powers. He has got powers to question you. So respect him. Respond to him. Soberly. Respond to him nicely. Not to let tempo kufipanga. I'm a member of parliament. What the hell? Uneva chindika wakapokola. Wamunamba wakuchita convict. You are a convict. You are in prison. You are at the mercy of those prison warders. Respect yourself. Don't go in there with this attitude, claiming for this, claiming for this, claiming for this. Why? And that guy is so bloody careless. Munir Zulu is really a fool. I'm telling you, Munir, you are a fool. But no, you are what? You are a fool. I'm telling you, you are a fool. You even go there, no, I asked to be transferred, I couldn't be transferred, then I reached to the Honorable Jack Mwimbu. Do you know the position that you are putting Jack Mwimbu in? Do you know the position that you are putting Jack Mwimbu in? That you were in prison and you reached out to Jack Mwimbu, and Jack Mwimbu authorized you to be moved from Lusaka Correction prison to Mwembeshi. Do you know how will other people think of the prison? How will other people think of Jack Mwimbu? You had no right. You have no right. You had no right. I know you are watching, and I'm glad you are watching. But because what you were revealing there, talking about Jack Mwimbu, what are you trying to say? Where are you putting Jack Mwimbu? Why drag Jack Mwimbu in your nonsense? Why drag Jack Mwimbu in your nonsense? Why do you want to make yourself look like you are powerful, you are special, that a minister had to intervene? Total nonsense. Total nonsense. Okay, that is a prison. You should even be grateful that you even slept on a banker bed. Others have not, they don't have that privilege. Even HH didn't have that privilege. You should be grateful. What you should have been talking about on that platform of yours is to say thank you very much, Hakainde Hichilema. Really, at least now, as prisoners, tulala kona pa banker bed. That's what you should have been saying. You should have been appreciating that Hakainde Hichilema, that at least now, wadilala kona pa banker bed. Ulelala pa banker bed diwe. Wafuma mwa isa mkula wata. Ulelala pa banker bed. You should be grateful that UPND, of course, Mwembeshi prison, to be fair, was not started by UPND. It was started by your PF. I mean, that is a credit that we should give them. But at least, Hakainde Hichilema, when he came, he expedited the process of making sure that there are beds in prisons. It's not that everywhere there are beds, but at least the process has started. And all we can do is to encourage Hakainde Hichilema to say what you have done in Mwembeshi, and I don't know, also maybe in Kabwe, what you have done, please do it in other prisons as well. And not these entitled chaps not come here and mess up the reputation of our prison services. That boy should be grateful. He should come out and be grateful, because some of us, when we didn't even have that privilege to sleep on a bunker bed. We didn't. I slept panankane not Chimbokaida, the other one, Kamwala Remand Prison. There in Kamwala Remand Prison, the first time I went there, I was looked after well. Because I was humble. I was looked after well the first time I went there. The first time I went to Ntwankane, it was the time Yawa Pali Treason in 2017. So the first time I went there, we were looked after well. I went there together with Banan, Abamdala, Bakereke Banda, whatever, you know. So we didn't suffer the first time. We slept on those bunker bed that you are talking about. Not bunker bed, but at least I slept on a mattress. But during Imoba PF, later on, mwalimu twele kuja kunitwanikane kuli mandi prison. I slept. Mulamuna nkane mufitoloko shimuli. Emona lele. And we people, others could not sleep. They were sitting, sitting squeezed one after the other, sitting in between the legs of the other one. And most of them naked because it was aggressively hot in there. People were sweating and they were sitting. I was treated well by the fact that I slept, but that sleeping, I had to sleep my head this side and the other guy this side. That's how we slept. The few days that I was there. So I know how terrible the prisons can be. Now you are Munir Zulu. You were even given a bunker bed. You are even given a bunker bed, but you are busy there talking like Kwatka Twish. Okay, fine. Let's put that aside. You now start being personal with some prison warders, particularly the officer in charge. No, 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 the officer in charge. What nonsense is that? How many inmates are at Mwembeshi? How many? How many inmates are at Mwembeshi? How come this officer in charge was just interested in you? How special are you? How special are you, Munir Zulu, that the whole entire officer in charge had to focus on you? No, the first time he came, he accused me I have a phone. You think that officer in charge, for him to be an officer in charge, you think he went there 2 days before you were an inmate there? For him to be an officer in charge, it is because he has got experience. And you can't fool those people. Those people have dealt with dangerous criminals, with people that have been committing the crime time and again. They know. Prison warders, you can't fool them of what happens in the prison. They know. So you can't come up and start saying, no, he lied, that are the phony, whatever. Come on. Munir, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you want me to be also irresponsible? Do you want me to be also irresponsible? Particularly myself. You went on a live broadcast and accused this officer in charge that he was lying, that you had a phone. Now the question is, do you want even me to be irresponsible? I will not be irresponsible. But where you are sitting, you know that what you are talking about was nonsense. And the way you are talking, you are just making life difficult for other people that are in jail. You are making it difficult. You are making life more difficult for the people that are in jail. I mean, there are a lot of people that have gone in cells, jail, bafuma. They don't talk the way you are talking. Bamumbi Piri was in prison. You don't hear Bamumbi Piri talking about the prison warder, officer in charge. You don't hear Bamumbi Piri talking like that. She was there. This in Twankane, Chris Zumanzimba, he was there. I think for more than a year. Chris Zumanzimba, he was there. He was there to Mwembeshi. Chris Zumanzimba is a politician. Chris Zumanzimba has been appearing on platform. You don't hear Chris Zumanzimba talking about, the officer in charge, the whatever. You don't hear them do that. There are a lot of other people that went in there. Even Hakainde Ichilema was inside there. You don't hear Hakainde Ichilema, the officer in charge, the whatever. No, you don't hear him say that. You can complain about the conditions of whatever, but to start singling out people, especially civil servants who cannot respond, because that man cannot respond to you. He will not go on TV to say, no, what Munir Zulu was saying is not true. Actually, Munir Zulu had a phone and this is how I knew. He will not be able to do that. He will not be able to do that. But you, because now you are a politician, you can appear on Mwambado whatever and start now messing up a poor man. No, that is nonsense. That is nonsense. I don't accept that. And I don't even know the officer in charge, for goodness sake. I don't even know him. I have no clue who he is, what his name, I don't know. But I just don't accept when politicians take advantage of people that cannot speak for themselves. There is no way that man would have targeted you. There is no way that man would have targeted you. Especially if indeed you went there at the recommendation of the minister, as you yourself put it. As you yourself put it, you put it that you went there at the recommendation of the minister. Especially if that was the case, how can this officer in charge start targeting you? Hey, he was close to my family. Hey, he accused me of the phone. Hey, he came up, he started accusing me that I'm trying to incite prisoners. That is nonsense, Munir Zulu. That is nonsense. And most of the things that you are talking about there, you are lying. Me, you dare say whatever, you are lying. You are lying. And I'm talking here, respecting our institutions, because I don't want also to get emotional. I don't want also to be immature like you. All I can tell you is that you were lying. You were being childish. Your behavior, your bitterness should be checked. Check yourself. Check yourself. Don't be bitter with those people. Those are not the people that sent you to say whatever you said. They are not the ones. Those people, those prison warders, they were just doing their job. And I have been there, at least I've been in prison. I can tell you that our prison warders, they do their best. Prison need prison. You don't expect to be treated like a tourist in a hotel, in a 5-star hotel. No. And our office orders, office wardens, they have been doing a good job. I've been to prison myself. I have visited people there. I know people who have been there. There are a lot of people that have been in prison and they have come out. But they conducted themselves well and they lived well. If you conduct yourself well in prison, you will live well. You won't have problems. Even that's why you were even removed. Munir Zulu was supposed to come out earlier, but he couldn't come out because of his behavior. You were busy. No, Munir Zulu, release Munir Zulu. It was the behavior. If you go in prison, you conduct yourself properly. You will leave prison like just a normal life. You will have it. Of course, you won't have this right and whatever, but you will be able to live. And you will come out nicely. You will bid farewell to each other. Those prison warders, if you are a good person, they become your relatives. They become your friends. No, by Munir Zulu, you went there, you know. We went there na kantwani kale na kema. Ina newa Munir Zulu. Ima newa Munir Zulu. Ina newa Munir Zulu. Awe. Kuichefya. So I just wanted to talk about that because I was listening. I was watching that guy yesterday and I was like, gosh, no. I can't allow this. I can't allow this. Awe Munir Zulu. Uichefya mwaiche. Uichefya tapari ofodi. Tapari ofodi. Tapari ofodi Munir Zulu. You have been lucky even to have achieved whatever you have achieved because of the connections that you have had. Me, I know you. From where you started, kuna nikane kunipa, tuma nikane tuma vive mwale chitapanipa padia until you had the recognition of Arabic. Arabi mwapanga kwa kutundalama, and later on you had now bakasaka kandalama. Bakasaka kandalama. That's how you even ended up being an MP. It is not that you are a great guy, whatever. You were lucky that, along the way, you are the people that recognized you. That helped you. But don't take it like, you are a might. No, you are nothing, Munir Zulu. Don't go around and be messing up people. No. You will not be. You will not go far. The Arabi that could allow you to do nonsense is not there. Edgar Lungu that could allow you to do nonsense is not there. And even this Malukula you want to support, he will not help you. He will not help you. So humble yourself. Humble yourself. You can't with this behavior. You can't. Now you even want to go. Now I'm going to challenge Haimbe. Ule muna kwati nani kani kwati Lusaka Central ni rulo. Ule muna kwati Lusaka Central ni rulo. Anyway, that is another issue. Let me not digress. The point is that I want to tell you, and this is in the interest of our prison service. This is in the interest of our government. Okay? Because Munir Zulu is dragging a minister in his nonsense. He's dragging the minister in his nonsense. I don't think Jack Mwimbu, the way I know him, he will, if he did it well, it's just, but it don't make people start thinking to say, there is segregation. Some people are more special. Munir Zulu. If people did favors to you, you should respect that, and you shouldn't come out here and start talking blah, 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 blah. If people didn't recognize you when you tried to be egocentric, don't come out here and start demonizing them just because, they cannot respond. They cannot debate with you. No. And I say this, it is not out of anything. It is out of, patriotism, out of, defending those that cannot speak for themselves, and also not to create, falsity in the minds of the people. That mujere chave, mujere ni mujere. And if you go there, you go with a good attitude, I can assure you, you will live normally. So now, even me who is out here, it is not that ntina jere. Mujere, you can live normally. Normally. Now, if you just handle yourself properly, except that you can't go live. But you will live. You are even hugging. No, thank you very much. That's how everywhere I've gone. Everywhere I've gone, I come out. I don't come out there to kisha and I want to know. So, Munir Zulu, this trajectory, cool down, remove, ease your emotions. Because paras wala mona chicharo na chikupata. Ukata mpeno kuwepesha aka inde ichilema. No, aka inde ichilema limpata. No, aka inde ichilema limpata. When you are busy flexing yourself, Ulimu prison, no, we sued the prison, whatever. Anyway, what the fuck are you? No, we sued the prison. Anyway, we are suing this one. Chalo chobe. Chalo chakwa wiso. Chalo chakwa wiso chakwa watu. Utampe fokula tsafe. Shani. Te chalo chakwa wiso Zambia. Chalo chesu wonse. And when you become all over, you are all over, trying to shine. Oh. Abale misunga bali fwa. Ichindikeni. You are no longer in power. Aba misungire. Aba mitumpike. Because you are Munir Zulu watampiro kutumpa. Muni Arabi emu watampiro kutumpa. Edgar Lungu aisa akubika kwa timwana wao. wako. You continued, and you want to continue with the same nonsense. Ilekeni fya bupuba. Ubuteko na muchinja, fya di chinja nomba. So if you think you are going to continue kirikiti, mukaisanga mumufolo. Mukaisanga mumufolo ndemye. Filafine mwale tutinya. Filafine mwale tutinya. Munir bali foi kumfumisha paka futi. Na kukontrola moro ine. Naroresha. So, filafine muimona ti fiadi konkanya hapo, fiadi chinja. If you think, haka inde ichilema, actually haka inde ichilema is even soft. Is even soft haka inde ichilema because ngani some of you. Yeah. Anyway, that is the issue. That is the issue about Munir Zulu. And now let me talk about this intra-party democracy in UPND. And the people now shani, whatever. I know this pressure is coming from two streams. There are some frustrated UPND, senior members of UPND, who think they can cause a little bit of confusion. I don't know, some of you. I don't know. You were even trying to work against Bill 7. You even wanted to work against Bill 7. You wanted to embarrass Aka in the Ichilema. Fiafirikwa. Number, you are busy trying to agitate. You are something. Lekeni mieve. Ama politics aya. Ngata uchenjere. You will not go anywhere. There are times when you have to humble yourself. And I'm a politics, recognize those with power. Recognize those with power. Trust me, you have to recognize those people with power. If you think, kutimwambo kula pikishanya, kutimwambo kula chita compare, ama antuani kane, mule chita compare, you end up being hurt. It is not out of foolishness that some of us are humbling ourselves. It is not out of foolishness. It is maturity, it is wisdom. There are times when you need to humble yourself. But there are some of you, UPND, senior members, who think that you can shake Haka in the Ichilema. This is a very wrong time. You can't shake Haka in the Ichilema. You can't shake Haka in the Ichilema. You are dead wrong. Dead wrong. Then, of course, there are some who are in the opposition. They can force UPND, they can, rattle UPND. Tapali ofomudi. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hey, UPND, hey, party, whatever. Let me tell you. The internal party affairs, they are none of your business. Yes, you can say, no, convention, their constitution, whatever. As long as you are not UPND, you have no local standard. You have no local standard. You can talk all you want. As long as you are not UPND, there is nothing that you can do about it. That is what you have to know. You can talk as much as you want. Every day you are just talking about it. As long as you are not UPND, there is nothing that you can do about it. There is nothing. Just like you could, but somebody said, why do you talk about PF? We can talk about PF. I mean, about some of the things that are happening, but we cannot force them to go into a convention. Edgar Lungu, soon after Edgar Lungu left power, he wrote a letter, he resigned, Lungu resigned. But you, the internal PF members, said, no, you are going to stay on. And nobody could do anything about it. I'm giving you an example. Nobody could do anything about it. Nobody. Because it was a PF internal affairs. We could talk and what, but nobody could do anything about it. Up to today, PF has been long overdue to go to a convention. Because not only has Lungu left office, he has even died, and yet you still haven't done your convention. It is your business. It is your business, but we can tell you that yes, not going for a convention, not choosing a leader, it has made your party useless. It has made your party weak. It has created problems. That is what we say. That is what we tell you. We tell you the problems that you have in PF are inward generated. They are inbreed. They are inbreed. Your problems are inbreed. That's all we say. That's all we can say. So the same thing could be by UPND. You can't. It is by UPND to call for that convention. It is by UPND. Not Timwe. Not Timwe. It's useless. Hello, UPND is in power. UPND is in power. The truth of the matter, UPND is in power. And if you have that, mwine musunga talambira minwe. Mwine musunga talambira minwe. UPND is in power. Even if UPND doesn't go for a convention, oh, you can quote their constitution and whatever. Who is going to enforce anything on UPND? Who is going to enforce anything? Who is going to impose anything on UPND? Who? Who is going? Who? What? It's useless. Those are the useless issues that you talk about, which render you irrelevant in the political space. That's why you fail to shake UPND, because you don't know where to touch. You don't know where to touch. Actually, by UPND, some of us that we are on your side. Because some of us, we know where to touch. We know where to touch. So, don't even just take it for granted. Tayali is supporting us. Tayali is supporting us. Mwala wako nokula wako. Nesha sugar tamule tuma. Mule tuma kwa nesha sugar. Mwatu mesha sugar. Nashita sugar. Mwatuma isha kushito bunga. Nashito bunga. Not mwikalefa. No, Tayali is supporting us. Tayali is supporting us. You should be grateful that at least tuwe support na imwe mwachitako something. Yama politics. Kabo kukakonka akabiye. Ema politics. They don't know what to talk about. They don't know real issues that can shake you. They don't know. Look at the opposition. I'm afraid member. Niba chief spokesperson. Bakwa make Zulu. Afraid member. Le komunoba ya touche. Le kaeti galungwa ya touche. He's falling in the agenda ya kwa marukula. Ebo mwinge batikutuwa wina my elections. UPND. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. Those issues, they are internal issues. If I'm never UPND, they don't want to have elections, they can't have it. They can't have it. All they have to do is to sit in their management, whatever meeting, and come up with a resolution to say, no, we are not having a convention this year. And they don't need a convention. They don't need a convention. That's the truth be told. They don't need a convention. UPND doesn't need a convention at this point in time. They don't need. They are in government. They are looking at the national affairs. They are looking at the national affairs. And UPND is the only candidate. There is no one. There is no one. The party is doing well. So, what are you talking about? They don't need a convention. Except that, because their constitution talks about it, the only thing that they can do is to have a meeting in their executive whatever. Have a meeting and make that decision. That's all. Because that at least you must do. You must be seen. Since you are, much as you are in government, since your constitution says, it's talking about a convention, you must address that. You must be seen at least, to be democratic by UPND naimwe. So, but at least all you need to do is sit as management convention and make a position. That's it. That's it. Because definitely you don't need a convention now. You don't need a convention. You don't need a convention. But since your constitution is talking about it, go into it, make a resolution, and that's it. And this is where you become useless, because when you have been talking, making an issue, now this management, whatever, they sit and they say, no, we are not going to have a convention. Then what? Then what are you going to do? So some of these issues, they are useless. Look for real issues. They shake the UPND. You don't have issues that can shake the UPND. You don't have. That's why useless. Anyway, Naranda-san, you can go in now. Ish. I'm ready to take phone calls now. Yeah, UPND. It is not your business. You can't go to court. You go to court, they'll ask you, are you a member? No. And which member in UPND is going to dare go to court to take on the party? Which one? Okay, no, go to convention. Who can beat Haka in the HLM? Because conventions is more about the president. These other positions, nothing. It's more about the president. So there is nothing. At Piri Landison, at Daddy, you are renting your mouth. Yes, I'm renting Landison. I'm renting my mouth. Send the money and give me the agenda. I'll talk about it. Send me the money. Those of you who want to rent my mouth, send money. Send money to me. Send money to me. Rent my mouth, guys. Rent my mouth. Send money. Send money. I'll talk about your issue. You just send money. A lot of it. Send money, a lot of it. Send it. Send it. Hello, Kajishiva. Yeah. Okay, I'm like Let me put the line here. Munir Zulu, you know, we are all candidates for prison. All of us. Even some of you are watching. Yeah, some of you say, hey, Daddy, hey, you go to prison. Some of you go to prison earlier than me. Some of you go to prison earlier than me. Hello?
Hi, good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening, my brother.
This is Mr. Tumela calling. How are you doing?
Good.
To start with, the last word that I've also seen the message saying your mouth is a rented mouth. For sure it is, because it is germinating from your brain.
You shut up. Your mouth is for rent. Send me manifest you which come Kabioko. Iwe chikala send manifest hero kan type nani kani. Tioko fuseki. Send manifest. Then you can say, hey, your mouth is for rent. After saying Tioko fuseki. Your mouth is for rent. Send manifest, rent me. Rent me. Urebe mwana kashatili ule tawamu diapo. Ala. Tuwa mwana kashatili ule tawamu diapo. Buy him first ero kalande bwino. Ala. Fuseki. Kutumpa. Ndefo ndalama that he is for rent. I want money. Send money first. Send money. Buy me first. Buy me first, guy. Ero ungaranda wino. Nari kushita. Send money first. Ala, uko tumba. Hello?
Send money first. Yes, Tayali, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
How is the family?
Wamona imari ashinchirelanda pwaya iwe turelanda ma politics, go to the politics. Wamukanda, how is the family food? Talk about issues. Go straight to the point. Not wamukanda, how is the family? Ndefenda lamba wala mtomina. Hala? Talk issues.
Amba watari maisa nuka wakutukana abantu.
Na wina ufangu tuke. Nde kutukana wini. Nshkwete wavelanda. Landa fimbi. Not if you ambo kula zandi. Na kutukana for free. Iseleta shashupa. Shava fiapa. So, unataka kutukana.
Hapa si mambo kutukana shua.
Kabieni yuko na imumu wa veli yenu. Talk issues. Ala. Mlepa mlemberesha kabieni yuko. Tamkweta my issues ka? Tamkweta my issues. Landeda my issues. Ala, kabieni yuko. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello, Tayali. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, you are right when you're saying that there's no preferential treatment in the prison.
No, it's not
Regardless
there.
of your...
It's not there. It's not there.
Yes, there's... no preparation treatment in the prison. No.
Now you are listening to yourself. Remove that one. Remove what the other thing that you are watching. There is no preferential treatment in the prison. It depends. People will be nice. Like even outside. Even outside, even where we live. In society. In society, if you are a good person, people will treat you good. Even in prison, if you are a good person, people will treat you good. But if you go there, people will treat you according to the way you behave. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Hello?
Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
No, thank you very much for the informative session that you are having. We are following, and you are right with everything that you are saying. We learn a lot. However, sir, with due respect, I thought you should have given the first man who called. I think he was trying to support you. So you just cut him so early. You should have given him some time to talk. Because I thought I got like he was trying to support you. That's what I just wanted to say. With due respect, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I think I'll take what you're saying. Thank you. I will take what you're saying. You know, sometimes okay, mule panga bwina ma point. You know, twaisa kwati katwishi, katwishi. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Mwaombeni watari.
Mkwae, mulishana imwe washikulu bantu.
Awe ndishowa mtende watari weso. Romba watari kwena
umwe wa politician nomne naye ni politician yo
wisa
yo ali mu kifungo kwena sapa era politician wa Tayali kutuwa mukakafu maikala tondoro mwalishi wa mana aba politician uko ya
unomba gaidi
umerera korusa pema kupana nono ora mwasa mubika mustike
nomba umfone kankwe
sara fuka wangu na mubika mustike
umfwa uwafya ngatwakwati twamurekerera uja nga bali ale vika pakali ati bali ale vika pamwera amina abantu balambo ku bamwena mwati yo abantu bali bacorrupt yo abantu ababwino yo abantu bachitire fintu anikane so tufire to abapokolola ine ndi pokolola ko bali ale vika pamwera ni politician batafilo kula vika abantu bakaele pamwera yo efo ndekana
Oteawe naomba point ni papa zata uyu muntu ale mwera se wangu na kamuna ya wata
na taiwa maidia mtaiwa mate mu prison now ishiba na wao ina poli uwande ukaisanga mu prison nomba bali abantunga mwaba bila ushemitima mwaba ushemitima chikala fumina muri bali mukati ena mambara nafuma but kuli abali mukati mule nomba balaba prison wada nomba balaka kenkanshi and they will be aggressive because they can be aggressive in there they can be aggressive in there ena mambara nafuma nomba balaba shere because nanguni ba Jack Mwimbu ale watu ba Jack Mwimbu bali muafwa okay ba Jack Mwimbu bali muafwa nomba ba Jack Mwimbu ngawa umfwefe ulenje bati iwe nga wa prison mailo wae baba Jack Mwimbu ati ba Jack Mwimbu njafweni ko bushaka kumfwa
tetu kwa fulani shirao nao rande nkam
wamon so afumwe fintu ifi nangu politician ngo afuma kusa defya kulanda chisu mamone na totera hello hello
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Iwe Tayali ulishauri no? Utaumfwa.
Iwe gero yengo achiwape pinga na chukwe watu first tetu kumane pansi hapa. Wa umfika.
Iwe Tayali la ushwaolela ndarankwe.
abantu abana kashima ba energy ifyo ndabomfa bwino sana nimana ninde
olewa tadasera kusiyato ufata yae uyu mwaicho inatisaka comment nataka kamunia kakaliona uila fino career ita kikateka neka se build political career kale saranganya so now land of fishing kashala ndesingirelo nachafa kumoko bati my core can go through
indeke shirenda uko waikara nakuno indeke shirenda kuti wa booking a ticket waisako wasatandara ko 2 days ko wasamuna ko 2 tower
patana wishwe titika
twin tower
kwa basi pokla tefi
bye anyway thank
you
bye hello hello hello
hello Batari, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay enough on the Falkland it's not related nature kwa Munir. Hello
Mkwa
inenda Falkland pali kalaka video mwachibike ko bale ikatana bachimba kambwidi na bankanduluo Foriyo bali abantu amano yachepa. Ero chondera ndakoke uya Mao Sampa. How come today Mao Sampa is trying to be a victim? And yet whatever they are going through, whatever nonsense that has happened to PF, it's because of Mao Sampa. So now today Mao Sampa should be a hero and they start saying no, mundu vile whatever. But Mao Sampa is a stupid and foolish guy. That's what I just wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Tayali, how are you doing?
Fine, fine.
Okay, great. No, I like the way you're articulating issues. Goes particularly that for the rights of the people in
the network is very bad. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Mr. Tayali, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, Mr. Tayali, I have a question, but it is not related to our issue of Zulu. In regards to the value and the negotiations that are going on in regards to the former president. According to you, Mr. Tayali, what is a win-win situation when it comes to the negotiation of the body of Mr. Edgar Lungu?
A very good question you have asked. A very good question. What is a win-win situation? First of all, for us to have a win-win situation, both sides must be transparent on what they want. Okay? The problem which has been there is that the Lungu family, especially with Makebi Zulu's influence, they have not been transparent. But anyway, if I were in a position to give a win-win situation, in spite of whatever they have been saying, is that number one is to forgive, okay, to write off all the cases against Esther Lungu, number one, and the children. Just to all of them, just if really I had the powers, I would simply, engage to say, all the cases, Yava Esther and whatever, let's forget about all this. The children, let's forget about this, okay? And in return, let them come to Zambia. Because for me, I strongly believe that what those people fear to come to Zambia, cases yabo, that's what they fear. So if you remove that, I think those people, they can freely come to Zambia and we can bury without issues. These are the issues that come in, that they talk about, Edgar Lungu, which Makebi Zulu is talking about. Makebi Zulu is just doing his politics. He's just using the Ichtumbi for his political ambition. But Makebi Zulu doesn't matter. What matters is the family and the government. And the government, for me, if really I had the powers, I would say, all the cases dropped. All the cases dropped. And let those people come. That is a win-win situation for me.
Yes, Mr. Dad, because really it doesn't make sense, the situation whereby you are negotiating and then at the end of the day we hear, 70 cars have been confiscated. You cannot negotiate in such a manner. So
no, but listen, the problem which is there, like I said earlier, I said you need to be transparent on what you want. You need to be honest on what you want. You see? So you cannot expect others to assume. The problem here, the Lungu family, with the influence of Makebi Zulu, is that, they have got this assumption that, Hakainde Ichilema cannot forgive them. Hakainde Ichilema cannot negotiate on this. And they have not brought these issues on the table. They haven't. So if they haven't brought these issues on the table, what do you expect government to do? These issues will continue. These issues will continue. But if they were transparent, they would have done that. But Makebi Zulu, the one who is supposed to be negotiating for them, he is the one that incites them. I can tell you that one of the children, you have Edgar Lungu, one of the children actually, he said, you know what, me, I'm not interested in all these cases. You can have everything, but let me work on my own. And, negotiations were there and whatever. Just when they were about to conclude, Makebi Zulu told this child of Edgar Lungu, insisted, no. And she backtracked. She went back on that. But how does it help? Because no matter what, those things will be grabbed. No matter what, those things will be grabbed. So the best that you can do is to engage them. You know, you can't win with government. You can't. Even if you are justified, you know, you just negotiate. But Makebi Zulu thinks that, you know, they can win this.
Okay, Mr. Tayali, on the government side, what if we say, since they have, they don't want President Hakainde Hichilema to attend the funeral, what if we say, let's bury Edgar?
We cannot bury Edgar Lungu without Hakainde Hichilema. That is a non-starter. Hello?
We cannot
Hello?
bury Edgar Lungu without...
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Chilufya Tayali today.
For now, sometimes sana ngani mpya nshiba bwino na munga ndabalisho na bakashira ndabalisho kumya vechinga ngani mpya
Okay, what I want to talk about, you just discussed the fact that, you know, the government and the Lungu family are not being transparent. The fact is we're not on that table. We don't know what's being discussed. So maybe that's something that we can't talk about.
No, listen, wait a minute. We are not on the table, but these people have been issuing statements. So at least from the statements, we can talk from that perspective. I speak from what has come out in the public. In the public, we suggested, myself, I actually said that this issue of the cases is one of the issues. They came out and through Makebi Zulu, they said, no, the issue of the cases, we have not brought it. It is not one of our issues. Instead, they insisted that, no, we are just trying to keep Lungu's wish, you see. But from my perspective, I strongly believe that the issue of the cases is the biggest issue, and I wish they could bring it on the table, but they have refused themselves.
Okay, if that's the case, you know, if I was the Minister of Defense or whoever is looking after those cases, the amount of assets that those people have taken from the Zambian people are too much. And to be honest with you, it would be wrong for them to be forgiven or to just think they can get away with it. Absolutely not. We've seen other leaders in other countries being jailed because of the same, because of corruption, and who are these people anyway for the government to forgive their debt? I don't think so. I mean, it's not even debt, it's proceeds of crime that they have. If I was president or if I was leading any of those government areas, I'm sorry, I wouldn't be forgiving any of them, one. And two, you're talking about the issue of Munir Zulu. When someone goes to prison, they should not expect to be treated like a king. So if Munir Zulu was thinking that a prison is not a 5-star hotel, you know, and the prison warders are there to do their job. What was he expecting them to do for him? You know, giving him, you know, T-bone, or what was it? Who is Munir Zulu anyway? Just a human being like you and I? Forget it. But, you know, it's great to hear you. And please, you guys, hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Bye. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Chilufya mwabombe.
Mkwaya mwabombele.
Hello? Mkwaya. Fupa, yadde nalisa mfa kwa chawe. Ishi mina nduwa kwata, they just have to sit on the table. With who? Because at one hand, munanda atiwa HH, ya tebalu okulo. There are other institutions that are dealing with Minami. So they are going to sit with you.
So let me answer you just there. Let me answer you. You know, the law is there. We have the law on how things are supposed to be handled, how government is supposed to. But that law is made by people. And there are people that administer that law. There are people that administer that law. And not everything under the sun is in the constitution or is written down. So certain things should be handled in humanly. Certain things should be handled humanly. And I will tell you that actually the DPP, there is that provision even in our constitution where people can be, there can be these negotiations and things can be put aside, whichever. There is the provision where people issues can be discussed. We have people that who were facing.
Can they discuss weight?
Sorry?
Can they discuss minus the age of state get involved?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. If the DPP has powers.
Are you telling me, Mr. Tayali?
Yes.
The DPP.
Yes.
I got DPP minus consulting the president.
The DPP and the Attorney General prescribed. The Attorney General. They are
consult president.
Yes, they can do it. They can do it depending on an issue. Depending on an issue. Let's speak hypothetically. You are politician, you are just a citizen. And then all of a sudden by mistake, the Mimulexta reserve reverse motoka. Ero mwapunko muntu, okay? And you say, it was an accident. It was an accident. You can engage the DPP and the DPP can hear you. You can write to the DPP, explain your circumstances. The DPP can understand and they can say, okay, I think instead yakumikaka 10 years, okay, tuala mikaka 3 years outside. Okay. You have seen some, for example, recently there was a businessman. There was somebody who was convicted and instead of going to prison, they just asked him to pay. It is because there was a negotiation. So these things are there.
Okay, now number 2 batayari. Do you think imwefe mukumona kwenu? Apo abayashi bali ba minister from there. Tabakwete pofena ngufimwe finga kwata po abana. Ani like ifiture mona lelo. Tabakwete pofenda mesha kupera abana. Because you being a president nangu batari mwasaba bakateka. Kuna ba ifintu ifisa ama gifts. Ya mwa tabapenda no kupenda abantu balere tafya ma gifts. Na yo akanya kwa abana. You get a point? Why some kupenda nga procedure of crime? It's wrong Muzambia because presidency sherei abanga bafumapo. Believe me, tutabipa sana. Because if tule mona mafiki ripoti ama shani indala merishire luba pingi sana muchalo. Mune mona batayari.
So umfweni wakalamba.
Presidency balebika.
Umfweni wakalamba.
Question na chimi pishoko batinga mwani bakateka mulepokerera ma gifts. Yeti mupere kwa bana.
So umfweni wakalamba. My position on this issue, and I will never change. My position on this issue is that as a president, there are so many things that come in and whatever. So really, in a position yandi, if you think to land up, it is actually, it's not much, really. It's not much. From my point of view, it's not much. The only problem here, our family, tawawa transparent, they don't want to engage government on that. I wish they would humble themselves and engage government on that. They don't want to engage. They cannot consider ama issues ngefine tulelanda. They can consider problem ya wapo babikapo, they want to fight. They want to fight. Even nedio balungu balipo. Like for example, uliomuna ndu waba mayo ba Esther. Ujo wakara next kali mule ibukisha. Ulio mlandu wakara next. Imwe. Ulio mlandu wakara next ulia. Banyaba bakapokola kale batampire. Ukuba papata bamayo ba Esther. Imwele landena abantu aba pusha ni mulandu uyu. Pusha ni mulandu tabale fwaya. Up to today, ulio mulandu they would have engaged and that case would have been sorted out. The problem is bakwatama bad advisors abantu abapalawena makebi Zulu abakwatama interest yambi nga abakwatama lawyers abalelolekesha pabumi bwabo. These issues would have gone. These issues would have gone.
Jewa Tayali makebi mwalipitire po nangu kumokuli kagero Tayali.
Makebi Zulu chafua mwana kashimfwaya. You na you makebi. If you have puwe fina chita. If you have puwe fina chita. Makebi Zulu. If you have puwe
Kofere mwakwata ambitions ya kwakateka.
Ishititefi ya bukuba. Ina ishititefi ya bukuba.
Ngasa president mbyo muntu mukabwerera kusa.
Iyo mkwa ina imwe mukabwerera kusa. We na imwe kabie ni uko techawe kateka uri na imwe. Ata weka teka no buri obupuba.
Tatware kana kuri ba tatware kana.
Kana
president ba state ba bakateka.
Ma politics twale chitapani ta omwe na te mu 2021 ali musupportere
Na bakere ma politics.
Apate ma politics apatulela ndapa fintu if it real. Eti kalungu ali mu mochari. Ali mu mochari mwandu wako Makebi Zulu. Mwandu wako Makebi Zulu.
Makebi Zulu batali akonga mwakonka nishi mule mufyenga.
Na imwe kabie ni kwa mule musupporta vyako musupporteni. Na imwe kuisefiranda family Makebi Zulu. Eule dira pachitumbi chiria. Eule dira pachitumbi Makebi Zulu. Eule dira pachitumbi. If there is anyone who is benefiting pachitumbi ni Makebi Zulu. Eule chita benefit. Makebi Zulu is the one benefiting out of all this situation. He's the one benefiting. Hello?
Hello, Watari, unifa bueno?
Bueno, fe.
Namukwa ndetu mina kondora.
Yes.
If I'm going to show my because the money show my politicians are going power. Are they eventually Gamazamans very chula? So Mutunga president are taking over. Alex Panga accountability to another Minepo. He shall let work. I'll make you a party sheet. Follow so to Paraiva to focus you.
To Atotera. Hello? 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 Yeah. I think phone yanaka. Anyway, what's the time now? Na mkula line. No one can win Tari in one-on-one talk. If you want to Andy, Makebi Zulu is the one who is benefiting. Makebi Zulu is benefiting. Makebi Zulu without Chitumbi, Makebi Zulu tapali of wadi without Chitumbi. Ichitumbi echimba chakwa Makebi Zulu. Na wabele bantu kanati bashani pamozi whatever. Makebi Zulu is there. He's just seeing himself. Makebi Zulu doesn't see anyone to be president. He's the only one. Anyway, tukalanda nkesadileteria shilimbili. Next time. For now, I think let me go. Just go and stay family. Bululu. How can they amwandi? Ongeza muda. Tayari. Ongeza muda. Okay. Mule tina fie insere. Tapadi insere. Tapadi fonde tina insere hapa. Na tina insere. ndashitukana naye nepantunga ndefu aya apa kana tinjingirenseliteti munjikati kanje mkulala. Bye, thank you very much. Let me first mpiribula apa mule mbona liliande milaya kuti mwambo kulota nto amikanama comments. So thank you very much. I mean, the issue is basically it was just that please, when you go to prison, don't think that you are any special. Just behave yourself, be good, and people will be good to you. Not to have mawambo vikula sabaida, it's not nice. On UPND, you can talk all you want. You have no local standard. And some of those few people that think they can shake UPND, but by UPND naimwe, since it is part of your constitution, you need to address that issue. Have a resolution so that that thing is put aside, and we move on. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Good night. Ni pesa turetinika apa pacham.